Hello everybody, good morning and welcome back again to sorry guys. Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. How are you guys doing this morning? Oh my god. I need to clear my throat. Hold up, I think I need to get some water. Okay, better. So hello everybody, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If it's your first time coming across my channel or your first time seeing my face, hold up, you are highly welcome to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a lifestyle content creator based in Abuja, Nigeria. I create content about my life, the life in the city of Abuja, the capital city of Nigeria. You want to stick around with us and enjoy our beautiful content. For those of you that have been watching my recent series, you must have noticed that I moved from my house to one of the richest neighborhoods in Abuja recently. And guys, sadly, today is my last day in this apartment. It is my very last day in this apartment. I feel really sad because it is over, guys. I have to go back to my real life. I have to go back to my life and I want to start packing now. Guys, I really enjoyed my stay here. I enjoyed every minute of my stay here. I've been here for a while, and since I got to this apartment, they haven't even touched power. They haven't interrupted power, not even for 1 minute. Everything has just been smooth. You know, when the weather is chill, there's AC and all. And guys, yesterday I wanted to go out. I told you guys I'll be going out later in the day for a swim, but I couldn't, you guys. After live streaming, I was so tired. I had to relax a little bit, and before I knew it, it was really it was late. I think I have to pause. I think I have to pause what I'm watching. I'm actually watching something very interesting this morning. Okay, I'm going to get into that later. So I was saying I was supposed to go out yesterday, but after live streaming, I was really tired. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't go anywhere. I feel like my vlog since I moved into this house has been not really straight the way I would want it, but it is what it is, guys. I hope I'm able to get some clips. So guys, I want to start packing because like I mentioned earlier, I'll be leaving this apartment soon, and the host in this place is a very nice person, a very kind man. You know, whenever I have any issue, I'll call him, and before you know it, he's here solving the problems. I highly recommend this apartment in case you want to visit Nigeria. It's somewhere in Use 2, and the host is a very nice person, and the space is also a very beautiful space. Like yesterday, the internet in the house had issue. I think the network providers had to do some maintenance or upgrade. I reached out to him and he told me that the company is doing some upgrade, and that was around 9:30 p.m. ish, around 9 p.m. ish. Told me that the company that provides internet to the apartments are doing some upgrade or maintenance, and so he brought another internet for me that night. That was really kind. Anytime I needed something, he was there to solve the problem. I remember on Sunday I was cooking or about to start cooking. I was about to start cooking and I noticed that the gas wasn't working. This man brought another gas cylinder immediately for me as well. The housekeeper came, cleaned everywhere. He's just a very nice host. If I have to do this again, I'll definitely choose this apartment if I have to do this again, because the host is very kind, very accommodating, and I enjoyed my stay. Everything that the apartment promised, it delivered even more. So I'm glad I enjoyed my stay here. Imagine having to leave your space because you want to relax, you want to unwind, you want to chill, you want to have access to things you didn't have access to in your house, and then you book a place only to realize that your own apartment is even better than the place. You know what I mean. You booked an apartment to relax and chill only to have a very bad experience. That would have really been a very sad one. But I'm grateful for this apartment that I got. Is really everything and more. I loved every minute I spent right here, and it feels really sad that it's ending today. Tomorrow is work. I have to go back to work, and I have to go back to my space. I'll be back to generator noise. I'll be back to neighbors shouting. I'll be back to the heat. I'll be back to no constant electricity. I'll be back to my reality, sadly. But anyways, I'm grateful for the little time I have spent here. So guys, I know I've spoken a lot this morning, but I want to go into packing my clothes. I want to start packing my things, and then have breakfast and hit the road. Checkout time is by 1, and it's currently, let me check, it's currently 9:30 ish. So I have to get packing, shower, have breakfast, and then hit the road. I was supposed to show you guys this neighborhood, but since I've been here, I've only stepped out once, and that was to go get some things. So I don't know, maybe I'll try and see if I can show you the neighborhood. But anyways, I've spoken for a long time, 8 minutes of talking. But guys, this morning I woke up and then I saw something on YouTube that I'm watching, and I'm watching Miss Trudy and Allen. Is it Allen or something? That By Grace podcast by Miss Trudy and her friend. And they're having a very interesting conversation about red flags in relationships, and it's so interesting to see that they both have almost different views on everything they are talking about, most of the things they are talking about. Firstly, Trudy is strongly saying, or she strongly believes, that a man that has 2 cell phones is a red flag. And the other lady, is it Joy? I think her name is also Joy, because I don't know how to articulate the other name properly. She's strongly against it because she feels like having 2 phones shouldn't be considered a red flag. My opinion is having 2 phones shouldn't be considered a red flag. I have 2 phones. I hardly use the second one though, but I have 2 phones, and it doesn't mean I have anything to hide. I've seen a lot of people have 2 phones. I've seen good men have 2 phones, and I don't think they have anything to hide. And I think in Nigeria, having 2 phones is actually a thing, because sometimes there's no power. You have 2 phones, one runs out and you're using the other one. It's more like a backup something. It's more like a backup thing. So I really do not think having 2 phones is a red flag like Miss Trudy is saying. And another point they raised in that video, I'm still watching the video actually, but another interesting point that was raised in the video is Miss Trudy thinks that if you marry, it is okay to marry a mama's boy. Like, sometimes it's so funny how people have different ideologies in life. I love Trudy a lot. I'm even watching this podcast because of her. If you know me, I love Trudy so much. There's nothing she drops on her YouTube page that I don't watch. I love her so much. And it's so interesting to see that she thinks this way. Somehow she feels like marrying a mama's boy is not wrong. A man has to always ask his mom's opinion on things before he takes action. And I think Trudy is forgetting that sometimes interests clash. You might want your partner to build your home, the home that the both of you and your kids will live in a particular location, and his mom doesn't think that location is good, but this is the location you love. At that point, do you still think the man should go with what the mother thinks in that situation? So it is a very tricky thing, and I'm going with Joy or Allen. It's so hard to articulate her name. I'm so sorry. I'm going with Joy on this particular one because interests clash, and sometimes the mother's opinion might not necessarily be the best for you and your partner at that point, so sometimes it's just good to have a partner that has a mind of his own and is willing to have conversation with you as a partner, rather than taking every single thing the mother thinks is right. So that's my opinion on that particular one. And then they also raised a concern about who should sit in front when if the man is driving and the mother is around, who should sit in front? Should it be the wife or the husband? Should it be the wife or the mother? I remember watching Trudy sometime, and she and her husband had this particular conversation where the husband thinks she is supposed to sit at the back while the mother sits in front, as long as he is the one driving. And in that video, Trudy didn't really like that. It didn't sit well with her. So, and it's just normal. I don't know why me as a mother would want to sit in front when my son is driving and the wife will sit at the back. I don't see that as, I don't know why any mother will want to do that. I think most reasonable mothers would say, no, I have to sit at the back. My daughter-in-law should sit in front with her husband, because probably there might be something they want to talk about, they might want to be chatting about something, what if, he needs, I don't know how to explain it best, but I just believe that the best thing to do is for the mother-in-law to allow the daughter-in-law sit in front, even though her son is driving. Okay, so it is a very interesting conversation, and I'm enjoying this episode of By Grace podcast so much. I'm enjoying the conversations they are having right here, and I'm gonna show you snippets of whatever it is they are talking about.
Like, are you going out? And a man who goes out a lot, for me, is a red flag, because it's like, yeah, you don't like to stay home,
I was taking you out all the time.
Exactly. Like, what is outside that's so fun that you don't want to stay home? That's fine, but not all the time after work. Like, what? You know what I mean? Yeah. So, like, kind of like.
So if you're a mature man, spend most of your time at home, unless you.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up a few questions. Let's talk about whether you should go 50-50 with a man, and if a man loses his job, what, as a woman, am I gonna be like, oh, you need to bring in 50-50? This is where it's like, okay, we're going out to eat, split it in half, okay? You to go out to eat on, like, to dinner with him, he need to make sure he's the one paying.
Are you saying whoever asks you out is the one who should pay the bill?
Yes.
So shouldn't tell someone, yo, let's go out?
Especially if they don't have husbands. What are you trying to say? I'm just saying. Sometimes I think that's crazy. Moms like to be like, oh, this is my son. Yeah, he's just talking to your husband. Like, no, that's crazy. There's a difference. And then it's like when he gets into a marriage with a woman, like, say you're spending so much time traveling with your husband, you're having all this fun, and then the mom is like, Well,
She carried you for 9 months. So now that you got a wife, you think you can leave your mom alone?
are you
pranking
kidding
me right now?
Are
Are
you
you kidding me, Lisa? Are you?
I
So
feel like
your
you're
mom should be lonely.
No, I'm not saying your mom should be lonely.
Exactly.
But you can't depend on your son to bring you happiness.
But
Like,
you
you
don't
know
forget about your mom. Should she sit at the back or at the front?
The back.
What?
You get in the back. Okay, so for me, the thing is like, for me, I understand like maybe like cultural differences. So it's like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, you need to be in the back. Like, you know what I mean? If she wants to sit in the front, I'll be like, I'm gonna show her grace and be like, you know what? So wait, so you would, okay, so if when Maya's mom comes visit, you would sit in the back and let her sit in the front?
It's happened a couple of times, honestly.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like, was it like pranking?
No, it wasn't pranking.
Was it like you just trying to create content? Or was it like actually like that's
actually what happens?
Mm.
It depends. You know, you could see at the front once in a while, but I feel like that's not your place as a mom. So
exactly. So you were not okay with that. You see what I'm saying? Like, you was like,
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, you guys are married, right? And in order for my mom, like, she's like, no, I'm gonna sit in the back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, she would never want to sit in the front, like, ever. She always knows, like, she's like, you guys get along so much easier. It's like when the mom learns that these are the boundaries I need to be able to follow. I can't cross these boundaries. That's how people would feel, right? If you guys are married.
Guys, please drop a comment. If you're a mom, would you want to sit at the back of your son's car or at the front?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Or a healthier person.
Yeah, I feel like also when your dad is close to you as a lady, it sets a standard. Like there's a standard my dad sets that now I expect, you understand, for my husband to treat me.
Exactly.
And also his relationship with our daughter, you understand?
Yeah, exactly.
How he's gonna treat your daughter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly. I've heard some people say that stingy men aren't everything.
Yes.
Oh really?
Yeah.
But where do you draw the line?
People, you have to ask yourself, like, does this man, when they go out, does he give a sufficient amount of tip?
When it comes to tip, you know, in Africa we don't tip. At least it's not common thing.
Really?
Yeah, we have a culture of not tipping.
Really?
Yeah. When I came to America, I was shocked. And I think initially I was
So guys, I'm done beating and I'm ready. Almost ready to step out, almost ready to leave this beautiful space. I'm going to miss this place so much, so much. I wish I could stay more, but I have to go back to work tomorrow, and it costs so much to stay here too. It wasn't cheap, it wasn't for free, it costs so much. It costs so much to stay here, but it is worth it. I totally recommend. You know, sometimes we get really busy with life, the hustle and bustle. Every day, wake up, go to work, stay in hold up, get home, cook your own meal. There's no lights. You know, sometimes things like this are very, very important for you to clear your head. It helps clear the mind. It helps ease the stress. Just knowing that you are in a new environment where you don't have to worry about the electricity going off. You don't have to worry about lights going off. You don't have to worry about the noise, your neighbors making noise, people shouting, people communicating loudly, kids playing and making noise. You know, I mean, those things are good, especially kids playing around. They are good, but sometimes you just don't want to, you know, you just want quietness, you just want peace, you just want to be in a very serene environment, and it's been worth it so far. I'm thankful that I was able to come spend my birthday here and clear my head, plan, strategize for the new year, the new phase of my life. Although I didn't really do much, I mostly Netflix and chilled, you know. But I still feel really grateful. I still feel like I'm rejuvenated and ready to face my life. You know, I'm gonna go back to my real life, to my house, to my space. You know, I feel sort of emotional, but I'm also thankful this happened. I'm very, very thankful this happened. I wish I could extend my stay. I wish I could, but I can't. And I wonder what it will feel like living in a neighborhood like this forever. You know, like living in such a neighborhood. I was outside the other day, like in the compound. I saw that the people in the next flat are white people. They are not even Nigerians. So, and I also have Nigerian neighbors, but everybody is just on their own. It's such a beautiful place. Since I came here, I have not heard anybody shouting. I've not heard anybody's voice other than my own voice. You know, I've not heard anybody's music, anybody's sound. The only sound I hear are the sounds I make. It just feels really good. And sometimes I forget I'm still in Nigeria, because the reality here is definitely different from other people's reality, or the reality on the other side. You know, the reality here is definitely different from the reality on the other side. Little wonder when they say people should come out and protest. Some people cannot relate at all. Like, what are you protesting for? You say there's no electricity in Nigeria, but I have 247 lights. So I don't, well, what part of Nigeria are you living in? So it's really an eye-opener for me. I didn't know that there are places in this Abuja of ours that you get to enjoy 247 electricity, a very serene environment. And I can't just help but imagine how living in such an area for like living in such an area permanently, how it will improve one's mental health, improve one's productivity. If you're a content creator, you can create your content. You don't have problem with electricity going out. You know, you can create content. You don't have problems with, oh, my neighbors are shouting, I want to make a video. I'm making this video, I'm not using any external microphone, and I believe the audio is good because everywhere is quiet, nobody's shouting, you know. So this kind of reality is an eye-opener, and it just makes me think and inspires me to want to make more money, and in order to do more, you know. So if this part of Nigeria is like this, imagine what it's going to be in other countries. One thing people don't know about electricity is that if you have constant power supply, it just has a way of calming your mind. For instance, if you go to work and on the way from work, after all the day's stress, the hustle and bustle, traffic on the way, loud noise everywhere, and then you get home, there's light. If you have AC, you can just lock up everywhere, turn on your AC. If you want to microwave your food, you easily microwave. But when there's no power, what do? You come back, you have to open your window, you let the noise from outside come in. You know, people's generators are making so much noise, and instead of relaxing, it's actually adding to your stress. So what is the point of all this my talk? I'm just saying that coming here to spend this few days has opened my eyes to the fact that although we are all living in Nigeria, our realities are totally different. People's realities are different. People don't have issues with power, people don't have issues with water, people don't have issues with noise pollution. You know, everywhere is just cool. You can think, you can sleep. I have had the best sleep since I got here. I have slept like I've never done in a long time, because no distraction. The room is always chilled because there's AC and there's lights. Anyways, in all, I'm going to miss this place. I'm going to miss it. I'm just sitting here relaxing and waiting for checkout time. It's almost 12. It's 11:30. Sorry, it's 11:26. Almost 12. Checkout is 1, and I'm not looking forward to it, but I have to go. In the future, I would love to do something like this again. For my last year's birthday, I went to an hotel somewhere in Jabi, and believe me, the experience is totally different from this one. You can compare that to this at all. One thing I love about this is that I can make my own food. You know, you guys saw where I cooked, and this place is just better in so many ways. So I would recommend, if you want to do a getaway, you can think of getting an apartment. There are a lot of all of these apartments. Originally, guys, wanted to get an Airbnb from Airbnb app, but apparently you cannot pay for Airbnbs with your Naira card. It has to be a dollar card, so that didn't work out. We saw a lot of beautiful places, but it didn't work out because we couldn't pay. And fun fact, you guys, when I saw this apartment on the app, I can't remember the app now. What's the name of the app? Booking.com. when I saw this apartment on booking.com, it looked way smaller than it is actually in real life. So I feel like the host has to update his pictures on the app, because if you update his pictures, it will definitely get more clients, because this place looks way better than it did in the app. It looks way better than it did in the pictures on the app. So I believe they have to update their app. So I mean, they have to update the pictures on the app so that they can get more clients, because this place is, I give it a 10. I can give it a clean 10. No, I'm gonna give it a 9. I'm gonna give it a 9. Yes, I'm gonna give it a 9. But this place is just, it's perfect. I love it. Why am I giving it a 9? Because when the housekeeper came yesterday, he did not clean the restroom, so that's all. But other than that, everything here is perfect. I love everything here. It's just perfect. And then another reason I'm giving it a 9 is because I do not like the pots in the kitchen. I do not like the pots in the kitchen, but this can easily go for a 10. To be honest, it can. I love this place so much. Yes guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I feel like I didn't create as much as I wanted to. My vlogs were all over the place, and that's because I wanted to rest. Because I have put in efforts on this channel, and I don't think I've even gotten results. I know part of it is my fault because I'm not consistent, but then I just create on this channel at my own pace, and it was my birthday yesterday. I just wanted to relax. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching. I don't know where. I think I'm gonna end the vlog here and then start the vlog that will take me back home. I don't know, but thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm gonna see you in my very next one.